Good evening. Life is starting to catch up to you and you're feeling down. There is an unsuspecting person that helps bring you up and get you back on your feet. That to me is someone that could be a good mentor. In the Air Force, we have mentors that are always looking out for their airmen. These people try not to be involved in the inner workings of one's life, but tries to give guidance that can be used by the mentee. They help the day-to-day life and even gets involved with setting goals to help with to further the future of their airmen. This is called mentorship. My name is Justin Hodges, and I'm going to tell you about mentorship and mentees. Today, I'm going to inform you about the definition of mentoring and who is not a good mentor. Then we will look at different types of mentoring, and finally, we're going to look at characteristics of a good mentor. Let's look at the definition of mentoring and who is not considered a good mentor. The definition of mentoring is advising, teaching, counseling, and modeling. It has been my personal experience that a good mentor helps to guide people with leading by example. That person can speak from real life experiences that the mentee can learn from. Ensures that goals are set and obtainable, but not easily. Finally, you as the mentor should never single-handedly come up with the answer to the problem at hand, but have the mentee come up with a resolution, if possible. A bad mentor pokes fun at a person or tries to counsel them all the time. They also always have the answer to all the mentee's problems without ever listening. Now that you know the definition of mentorship and who is not considered a good mentor, according to me, there's so many definitions out there. Let's look at some different types of mentoring. There are 3 types that I'm going to cover of mentoring. They are peer, group, and professional mentoring. Peer mentoring is where someone similar works with someone else. I would say in my world, in the Air Force, this would be a young senior airman that is showing a new airman, a new troop in the Air Force around the work center and helping them set up and get going in their military careers. Group mentoring is just that. A group setting where several people come together with similar issues and talk through them. Of course, this would need someone to run the group to ensure everyone is kept on track and is healthy for everyone. You keep them online, and basically you always need to have a leader to keep them going. Professional mentoring is where you have, say, a subordinate that you're trying to overcome a bad situation, or you want to make sure that they get the best from their airmen that you would want to groom to be better in their career. I do this all the time at work with my non-commissioned officers, my junior NCOs, ensuring they are getting put into positions that are able to make them further their careers much easier, get the recognition they need, and simply make them stand out from all the others if they're deserving. Now that you know about the 3 different types of mentoring, how about we look at some different characteristics of a good mentor? This one's longer because to me this is a lot, and this is what I've learned in my life. As a good mentor, no matter the type of mentoring you need, you should try and stick to these characteristics, these ones. This isn't all of them, but these are the few I want to hit on. Approachable and welcoming. Who's going to want to talk to someone that is not easy to talk to? Openly shares information and experiences. By doing this, you can relate to the person that you're mentoring and possibly gain one's trust and enable them to open up to you. Good communication skills. If you are unable to listen and always try to give the answers, why would anyone want to relate to you in any way? Trustworthy. To me, if you don't have integrity, you have nothing else. This will help you gain the mentee's trust. Provide accurate and appropriate feedback. This will ensure you are able to listen properly and keep the discussion on track. Technical expertise. should help you relate to the mentees better, so you're better prepared and understanding. Motivating, encouraging, positive, and empowering. Who wants to get ideas on what to do in their own lives by a person that has nothing nice to say? This will help with setting goals and keeping the mentee involved. Allocates appropriate time for mentoring. This is pretty important. You should never be in a hurry to get away from the person you're trying to mentor. You will miss out on a lot of valuable information, and that person will very possibly go to someone else or just suck it up and move on. Something you never want to happen. Sensitive to the needs of the mentee. Just helps you relate to the situation and understanding. You should now have a basic understanding of the characteristics of a good mentor. Let's go over everything else that we've covered today. Today I told you about the definition of mentoring and who is and who is not a good mentor. Then we looked at different types of mentoring, and finally we went over characteristics of a good mentor. Mentorship is done, if done correctly, should never be known that you did it at all. This is obviously a trait of a great leader. Someone that can take the lead and not even realize they're doing it and take care of their people, their personnel, the situation. Those people that step up in situations you would never expect them to step up in. Not necessarily a police officer or a soldier or a fireman, just a person passing by that steps in and helps with the situation. Obviously has the traits of a good leader, mentor. Thank you. It's been a fun class, and good night.